hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner, and this is my review for Snowfall Season 3, Episode 8. Baby, when I tell you I was not ready for this episode. I was not ready for this episode. Okay, if you have not done so already, y'all already know. Subscribe to the channel, become a whole JayBird, you know what I'm saying? And all that goodness. Do not forget to like the video, share the video, hit the notification bell. Follow me on IG. Y'all know all the same thing I say every week. Okay, every week. Follow me on IG. Just go ahead and down and check that description box to get all that information down there. Let's get into this episode, okay? Because baby, my real reaction to this episode is on my IG. You know what I'm saying? Out to Now look. First things first, we see Teddy. Teddy and his ex-wife, whose name I never ever remember. I don't know if it's Julia, Judy, Juliet. I think it's some with a J, but I never remember. You know what I'm saying? They chit-chat or whatever, and she brings up how it's been weeks since she's told him that they can just stop doing all this. Do other things, other places or whatever. They don't have to keep doing this situation, okay? And he like, you know what? I can't leave right now, you know what I'm saying? I need about another year or whatever because I have to get some things, you know what I'm saying, that's done. Okay, it's not my time to leave. And she brings up, I don't know, some weird story. I'm like, what? He's like, oh, well, that's supposed to be us. She's like, the point of it is, you know what I'm saying, we keep having the same conversation. We've had this conversation before. And she kind of just walks away. Mainly because I feel like she's trying to play him. Because we've seen her in recent episodes. And she keeps having these backdoor conversations, these backdoor deals, these secretive situations or whatever. So we know she has some kind of ulterior motive, okay? We know that. We just trying to figure out if she's going to really go through with it or if she really maybe wants to be with him. We find that out by the end of the episode, okay? So we later see Reed. Reed gets a call from this dude whose name at first I did not know until I put on the closed caption. His name was Rigo. And Rigo is the dude who Reed gets his stuff from, okay? Y'all know what the stuff is. Stuff I can't say on here because I don't want me to get flagged, okay? So, Rio like, come meet me down at the club, you know what I'm saying, that we have together. And Reed says, oh, okay, I'll come down there. And so he gets down there, and the room looks moody, okay? It's red, the lights are drawn, it's plastic everywhere, and there's a chainsaw in the corner. Now, the only time you will feel good about seeing a chainsaw in the corner if it's in the corner of the field of some trees and in the forest, okay? And you're going to be cutting down trees to maybe make money, okay? Or make firewood or, to help the woodchuck chuck wood. I don't know. But no one feels good about walking into a building, a room that's covered in plastic. Like it's lines and plastic, like a Dexter episode with a chainsaw in the corner, okay? He's like, so what's going on here? Like, what's happening? So Rigo goes to say how, you know what, I was at home, minding my own business, okay? I had a whole little bath, I was chilling out, and then I have a friend who was a DEA mole, and Rigo was like, oh, do you now? Okay. And how did that go? Okay. Rio goes on to bring up how his mole came to him and told him, you need to leave town. I need to do what? You need to leave town. And Rio like, okay, well, for what? Like, ain't I good? He's like, no, the CIA is after you again. The DA, the government, okay, is after you again. They've reopened the case. They've reopened the case. Who was it? Them people. Lucia's family, okay? That case has been back open. I'm like, well, how is that case supposed to be open? Lorena, who was the DEA agent that Reed had to dissolve in the woods or whatever. I'm like, she gone, so how is Lucia gone? The mama don't want to, what's going on? So he said, I have a whole associate, and it's this dude, okay? We know that was Lorena's contact. That's also who Reed's ex-wife, girlfriend, Julia, whatever her name is, Juliet, Juju, we're gonna call her Juju, who Juju was meeting with. And he tells the DEA dude, how you know what I'm saying, the case is back open, we got a whole thing, and Rigo is smack dab in the middle of it all. And I'm like, oh, really? So Rico was pissed off. What's going on here? What do you want me to do? When he starts the chainsaw, I'm like, oh, don't start the chainsaw now. And Rico said, you know what? I don't have nothing to do with that. I don't know what that is. However, I can tell you have nothing to worry about because I'm CIA. They may be the DEA. I'm CIA. Okay, he's like, whatever, you're not CIA. He's like, look, my real name is Teddy McDonald. I'm, CIA. Just come take a ride with me and I will show you the truth. And I said, oh, the truth will set somebody free. We will see who it is. And then we get on to, as y'all don't like to call it, the Grand Resistance. Okay, Franklin. Okay. Anyway, so we see it starts off with Mel around here getting high as kites. Okay, Mel is at home. Okay, she's at least at home now, but Mel is at home in her house smoking rock. Okay, she's up in this laying in her bed, getting high. Okay, we also see how she's taking TVs out the window. I'm like, that is a real crackhead mover. The TV from out the window, girl. You selling the because we see this montage of her in the room. Her room was full of stuff. It's her room. It's TVs and radios and clothes and books and all this stuff. All this stuff here. And like for like 2 minutes you see it's just a montage of her in the room smoking crack, smoking crack, smoking crack, smoking crack. Oh, let me buy my TV. Smoking crack, smoking crack, smoking crack. Oh, let me buy my radio. Look, where's my money? I don't have any, so you see this the transition of her over the last couple weeks being an active crackhead. But she's at least an active crackhead in her own house. I don't know how Andre don't smell the crack, but it was with us. But you see him coming in, they arguing. You see him coming in, stopping her. You see the whole situation of how she has really became a full-fledged drug addict, okay? And you even see, moments of her, just kind of breaking down, how they just holding her. Because again, he said that his daughter is on that stuff, okay? On that stuff, okay? And it gets so bad to where, he has to lock the windows, he has to board up the windows, board them up, whatever. You then see her pry the boards off her window, and she climbs out, okay? And Andre is left there all alone crying because his daughter is addicted to crack. Okay, as you see, her dresser is cleared off a little bit. The bed, the sheets are gone because it's all gone. Okay, because the male she used to be is no more. Okay, her ass is gone. Point blank. Period. And so again, you just see him sitting there like he just so sad, oh so sad. So we then see over at Franklin's mama's house, okay? We see Franklin, Sissy, Alton talking to old dude in the brown jacket, okay? And they are talking about how, they're trying to get the drop on Reed. They want to investigate him, follow him around, find out his weak spot, see what else they can figure out about him so they have some kind of leverage when, when and if he flips on Franklin or whatever. And then Franklin like, what if he, see you follow him or whatever? Like, what happens if he catches you? He ain't gonna catch me. You know what I'm saying? They don't call me non-catchable for whatever his name was, for a reason or whatever. He say, but if that's your thing, your only other option is to run. He's like, well, I don't know about that or whatever. But again, they just trying to get some information on Reed. So when Franklin leaves his mama's house, we see Andre is sitting on his porch next door. Andre is a neighbor. And so Franklin looks and he sees him at first. He don't say anything. He stops. Say, she gone again? And Andre just sit up and look at him all mean like, because his daughter's on crack, right? Not my daughter. Yes, Andre's daughter. And so Franklin just says, I'll put a word out. You know what I'm saying? Meaning I'm going to look into it. I'll find her again and bring her back home. I'm like, You would be surprised that that's who kept helping him, and that's who it was. So we then see Andre on the phone with his sister or whatever, talking about how, how bad Mel is doing or whatever, and how he wants her to still go to school, but he's like, I can't send her to school by herself because she's just, I can't trust that she gonna, be there and do the right thing or whatever. You can't trust a crackhead in school. That girl gonna rob all the dorms. Okay, you just cannot do it. Anyway, the sister then said, well, you know what? you should come with her. You should come with her, you know what I'm saying, to come down here, whatever, and make sure she's okay. She's like, well, I am, laid off. I am suspended. Maybe I could do that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think about that. You sure wouldn't be no big bother? No, no, you found me, whatever. Like, just come on down here to Texas. Yes, come on down here to Texas. I'm like, okay, go on down to Texas. We then hear a knock, knock, knock on the door. I'm like, who is it? Is it Opportunity? Sorta, kinda. It is Reed's ex-wife, okay? Juju, because y'all know I can't remember her name. And she's like, hi, I'm Kate Miller, and I'm with whoever, the FBI, the CIA, and I found your name. I got your name from Officer so-and-so, and, she giving him the whole spiel of, I know you've been suspended, I know you were trying to work this case and kept being put off. I know all these things about you, okay? And, with the CIA, the FBI, the DA, whoever, they go for the big fish, okay? They want the higher ups. But I think that you can get the little fish, okay? Like Franklin Saint. And he's like, did you just what you say? And then his like the pot in the kitchen boiling over, you guys to run back in the house because it's a fire. Not a fire, but it was smoke. And so he goes in the house, whatever, she then follows him in and just sits her card on the table. And he's like, we'll be in touch, is what she says, and then she leaves. But again, you know what I'm saying? She ain't nothing. Excuse me. She ain't nothing at all. And when she said Francis' name, Andre was like, who? What? Because it was her saying, we're on the same team. We can work against him and get Franklin off the streets. We can do that. I'm looking like, lady, don't do it. So we do see Franklin and Reed meet up for a drop or whatever, and Reed is kind of spiraling a little bit because of Juju, okay? Because she is in his head a little bit, and so Franklin can tell something's off. So much so that when Reed was for to close the car, his keys were in the trunk. He's like, wait a minute, wait. Your keys, man, your keys. Like, oh man, all right. Now you all right, Reed? Reed's like, have you ever been in, you got a girlfriend? He's like, you gonna confess something, bro? What's going on? I'm like, have you just ever been in love? He's like, well, I had a girl or whatever when we were younger, when we got older, grew apart, got different, you know what I'm saying? And so, things it was what it was. You know, take your time, take your time. Don't get too involved, you know what I'm saying? Because eventually what will happen is, you will be connected to somebody forever and it will drive you completely insane, okay? And at that point in time, you will still be in love with her, meaning he don't want to do what Juju wants him to do, but he loves her, but she also gets on all of his nerves. And you can tell that because Teddy's a little bit crazy. Anyway, and y'all know I call him Teddy or Reed because it's the two names he goes by. It just depends which ones pops in my head. But Franklin realized that one, Reed Teddy has never said anything personal about anything. He like, so something's up, I don't know what, but something up with him or whatever. And so he gets back to the shop and he's talking to Louie, Aunt Louie or whatever. And he's telling her, like, something's up. I don't know what or whatever. Like, he never talks to me about personal stuff. And, today he was talking. She's like, look, forget all that. We need to tell, Jerome and Leon what's really up. Because only Franklin and Louie know that dude is really, since CIA or whatever. Jerome and Leon don't know that. And Leon asked Franklin, like, what's up with the Reed dude or whatever. And Franklin, like, just never said anything. Never said anything. And so, Louie, like, I'm just tattling my man. I'm like, please tell them. Like, if no one else knows, it should be them. Okay, I can get it if you don't tell anybody else, but you need to tell Leon, you need to tell Uncle Jerome. I feel like this is the start of the implosion of his empire, because he's lying to people he shouldn't be lying to, or keeping people in the dark he should not be keeping them in the dark, in my opinion. Anyway, he said, I'm going to tell him. I just have to find the right time to, explain what's going on. I mean, I get he's still trying to figure out how deep Reed is or whatever, but I'm like, they should know they should know a little something if you ask me. We then see Franklin. Franklin finds Mel. Um, and when he gets the page that he know where she is, Louis like, look, you need to really, forget about her. Like, she's gone. Like, I know you don't want her to be, but like, the rock got her. Like, you need to let it go and stop being so Captain Save him with her or whatever. So he gets to that same crack house and she out there trying to give somebody a camera and said you can pawn it for money. I can't pawn whatever. That means it's stolen. I don't want that or whatever. And then you see Franklin walk up. She's like, damn it, man. What? He's like, you take me back to my, yes, let's go, let's go, let's go. He like, look, you too good for this. Like, you really need to stop and, get yourself clean and go to school. You're right, friend. I just don't know what to do. I just don't know. He like, look, I can help you. Like, can you? Okay, come on, let's go. And he's happy because, like, hey, I talked to her. It's the old male. Like, she wants to go back. No, she needs him in the balls. Straight in the balls, okay? And see, good old Franklin said, strong Franklin said, bent over. You are you happy now? And I'm like, he wanted to embarrass him. And he realized, okay, this ain't my male. And he wants to punch her. Okay, he kind of gets up like, are you gonna hit me now? He stayed calm. He stayed calm and he just walked away, holding himself and said, don't page me about her not there again. Like, I don't care. And then he walks away and he leaves her there. And she goes back with the camera and says, one rock. I'm like, a rock for a camera? Anyway, we then see back at Franklin's house. Back at Franklin's house, Andre has found Franklin's home. Basically, probably, I don't know if it's because of Juju gave him some information. It could be of that or his cop Frank. I don't know, but some kind of way he found Franklin's house. It was on a piece of paper someone gave him. It probably was Juju. It probably was Juju. Anyway, so he has some bolt cutters in his trunk. He like cut the alarm, used the bolt cutters to break the window, and came in the back door, whatever. And he's like, oh, wow, okay, it's a whole house. He then sees the huge safe, okay, and he then opens the huge safe, and he sees all of this in the vault. So Franklin has a whole room filled with money. Okay, money on top of money on top of money. Okay, bags of money, bags of money, bags, shelves of money, everything. Okay, everything. But it was it was like a regular vault. It had a whole bunch of thick. I mean, it took him time probably to get in it or whatever. But he sees all the money and he doesn't even take it. He just starts ransacking the house, cutting up stuff. He left all of that there and did not care. Okay, and he's like, "Where's my gun?" Because remember, Andre is still on suspension because his gun and his badge is missing. So he's looking for the gun because he knows Franklin has it. And as he's ransacking the house, he like punches the pool table and a little drawer pops open. And I'm like, oh shit. Okay. And so in the drawer is the file. It's a file with all the information on Teddy and Franklin's meetups. Because Franklin has been keeping track and he's been keeping details of it all. Everything, everything, everything. He said because in case Teddy ever flipped on him, he had proof of their interactions. Photos, newspaper clippings, handwritten, all that stuff or whatever. And now Andre has seen it all and he takes the photo. I'm looking like, Andre, curiosity killed the cat. Sometimes leave well enough alone or whatever. But he now knows the CIA or the government is involved in Franklin, out here on these streets doing things. Okay, he knows that it's not just him, it's also the government. So I'm like, girl, seeing too much. We see a little scene, of Leon. Leon on the little corner or whatever with the people, doing things and whatnot. And then when the boys walk up, like, what y'all doing over here? Cuz this is my hood, this our territory. I'm like, man, look, you better get your ass go ahead on somewhere or whatever. And the dude swing on Leon, and we don't see what happens. We see the aftermath of the dude who swung on Leon is very badly beaten up, okay? And he wants Man Boy to, retaliate. He like, man, look, I don't cuss in front of kids, and I don't, fight my sisters or whatever like that, and I don't, start no war based on my friend getting beaten up. Like, I ain't doing nothing until I talk to Saint. Man Boy has gotten smart. Man Boy realizes ain't no point in beefing with them right now. Like, for what? Is this better money wise if we all get along and you and Leon have issues? But I'm like, Man Boy, y'all did too, but they kind of squat that or whatever. He like, you got this tunnel vision and I ain't got that, so man, it is what it is. Like, I ain't gonna put some ice in your face. I said, okay. We then see Franklin. Okay, Franklin's at home in his kitchen, walking through the house and everything, and he looking through the mail and get open a little drawer, whatever. And he walked into the living room. He realized he like what? What? And he realized he has been robbed. Okay, and he runs directly to his vault, and he sees it's cut open. He's like, oh man! And he opens the door, and he's surprised, as you see, that all his money is still there. Okay, he's like, well, this is kind of crazy. But he then looks around the house. He realizes the file is gone. It's absolutely gone. And then he panics a little bit, but not too much. But he goes back into his vault, packs up all his money, puts in his trunk, and then drives off fast. Okay, he left that house in the dust. Okay, in the dust. Anyway, we then see Andre. Andre at home. He shows his friend, his partner, the cop dude, the file he found, in Franklin's home, which details everything. Okay, everything. He says, what you gonna do now? I'm gonna burn it to the ground. I say, oh, Andre's so stupid. The friend then say, like, look, you know what I'm saying? I knew a friend, a guy who was like, crazy. He was in Nam, and he would, take the finger, the thumb of each person he took out or whatever. And you know where he worked now? The CIA. They got all kind of crazy folks. If you go out here, talking about all this, that's who they're gonna send after you. Somebody who take thumbs. I said, well, I don't want nobody who take thumbs after me. Okay. Anyway, he said, look, they don't care about Franklin. You know what I'm saying? He's little fish. They don't care. It's still, you know what I'm saying, open season on Franklin. Say, let's still take him out. I said, oh, here we go. Okay, just don't. Just walk away. Walk away. Okay, but he's like encouraging Andre, who I feel like it's really, really stupid. I feel like you were dumb to show anyone this information as soon as you seen it. Andre, he's so gullible and one sided, I think. Like he can't see the forest through the trees. He just can't. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, you're like, look, we have to just take out Franklin, because if not, you're going to have the whole government on your butt, and we don't want that. And I say, no, we don't. No, we don't. So we see Reed. Reed took Ringo, Rigo, whatever his name is, back to his little warehouse, whatever. He shows him all his planes and all the plans and how he does all the stuff with the CIA and what his organization is. Okay, what he does. I take your stuff, give it to these people, they sell it, and this is the thing, and I do the money. The money goes this, the money does that, or whatever. This is my organization. This is what it is, and so you worry about the DEA. The CIA can protect you, like sense of what you won't do. What you won't do. You know what I'm saying? You can get protection over this way, bruh. I'm paraphrasing. And so he like, you know what? If I can meet your boss, I'm in. Okay, I'll take the deal. And I'm like, but Reed, Joe, you ain't got no boss, bruh. And I'm like, how did Reed get out of all of this? Like, how did he get out of the room lined with plastic and a chainsaw to get here, explaining what really went on to Rigo? But he is a jack of many trades, and the trade of always getting out of dirt. And so, we then see he's panicking because he didn't got Rigo to agree or whatever. He got away with his life, and oh my god. So we see him at like payphones, it's like like four payphones, and he's like paging people on each phone. And he's just waiting. He's just waiting. And the phones ring one by one by one. And he at first he tells them all. Well, he tells each of them. You know what I'm saying? We have to shut everything down for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Go underground. Don't contact anybody. Like, I need you to just stay out the way. Okay. At first Ivy calls. He tells Ivy that. He tells Ivy, don't even wait to pack your bags. Ivy said, my bags are always packed. I say, well, okay. Get out of town, because you know what I'm saying, it's hot in these streets. Okay. He then then Gustavo calls back. He tells Gustavo, look, shut everything down for a minute, wait for me to call you. Don't you call nobody. Don't trust nobody. Leave everything alone, okay? And we see Gustavo is in the houses doing reconstruction. I don't know. And then Franklin. He tells Franklin the same thing, you know what I'm saying? Got chill out or whatever. Franklin said, you know what? Somebody broke up my house. You know what I'm saying? Could that be who this person is that you're talking about? And he like, damn. He's like, no, what do you mean they broke in? What happened? Like, well, they busted in the back window. They, ransacked the place or whatever. He's like, no, she was there. You would not have even known that she was there. And so he's like, but I'll talk to you later. And he hangs up. So we then see Franklin, as he gets that call, he's talking with Alton, his dad, and Louie. because not many people know what's going on. So Frank, like, I'm saying, he said he didn't do it. He said it wasn't him. He said, it was a female. If it was them, it would have been a female. He like, and plus, I believe him. What you believe him for, Frank? He like, look, the person who broke in my house, it was messy. It was, they were angry. They were trying to ransack the place. Like, it wasn't, done, and it wasn't anybody else. And he's like, you know what? Excuse me, it was Andre. He like, what? Andre, you got, but it's, he like, no, 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 you know what I'm saying? It was Andre because of how he tore the place up. He wanted to figure out where I live because he's a cop. So he probably just figured it out or whatever. Alton brings up, they do be, he like, well, no, but how they get past your security? Like, well, these cops be having, security people on their payroll. And I'm like, that's true, sometimes they do. He like, man, well, he did it get, he didn't get nothing or whatever. He like, he did, he got one thing, he got the file. What file? It's the file I keep on read, you know what I'm saying? It has all our dealings, the pictures, click all the stuff. What? You got proof that you with the CIA and you exchanged 200, da, 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 da. He's like, I was keeping it, you know what I'm saying, in case something happened or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And now he found it. I had it hidden. And he found it, you know what I'm saying, when I was back at my house. And then I'm like, mm. Gotta fix it, Jesus. Anyway, we then see Avi leaving his house with bags in tow because he was red tea, okay? And as he's leaving, we hear, bow. I'm looking like, oh, shit. What happened? Now, clearly someone was aiming for Avi, but he dropped the keys and he bent down. And as he bent down, they hit his mans. I'm like, oh. So now it's a boom, 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 boom in the streets, okay? But he gets away. He gets away, but one person gets hit and dies or whatever. Okay, it had to be a whole sniper. A whole sniper. Anyway, we then see back at the warehouse, okay? We see Reed walking down the stairs, and here comes Juju. Hey, Reed, what's going on? And he looks real somber, like because he knows she did it, okay? Tell me you didn't do this. What happened? What are you talking about? Rigo has a mole in the DEA, and when he said that, she looked like shit. Shit. Damn it, I didn't know. He told me what happened. He told me the dude told him about some investigation or whatever. But that was after I was able to, finagle my way out of a room lined with plastic and a chainsaw, okay? Ivy called me and told me that one of his men was, taken out in broad daylight. You know what I'm saying? Franklin called me and told me someone broke in his house. You know what I'm saying? So again, did you do this? And I then realized what happened. She went to someone who had something against everyone in his organization. She went to Rigo to try to, you know what I'm saying? Well, I don't think she planned Rigo. I think she didn't know, well, again, she didn't know that Rigo had a mole. But she did it to where each person would have had to stop dealing with him in some sort of way. Because you didn't told, you went to Andre to try to take out Franklin. You went and told Ivy's people to take out Ivy, and those his main two people. And I feel like Gustavo, something gonna happen there too. I just don't know what yet, but we shall see. Well, no, with that is they opened up the investigation into that, so that would end up taking him out too. She just didn't know that Reed would find out about it, and so she's like, oh, well, you know, the agency sent me here to learn your whole operation and then take it from you. You know what I'm saying? That was the plan or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because you knew how I felt about this operation. You're bringing drugs into the car. I'm like, oh, here she go. Like, you knew what he'd been doing to Hope, girl. Anyway, you broke up my whole operation. You know what I'm saying? Tell me what you did so I can fix it. You can't fix it, Reed. You can't fix it. You know what I'm saying? But we can walk away together. He said, together? Is you crazy? Look, you know what I'm saying? You are a liar, a traitor. Any love I have for you is gone, okay? Now, when I fix this, because I will fix this, I will make sure that you spend the rest of your meaningless career in a basement office, miserable and alone. And he just walks away from her. And she looks like, because for the whole 3 seasons, Rita has always been trying to get her back. And I'm like, girl, you thought, no, ma'am, no, sir, don't thank you. Okay, so we then see Mel. Mel is sitting in the alley waiting for some crack. Okay, she just wants some crack, but it ain't none. Okay, and we see Wanda walk up. Hey, Mel, what you doing? I'm like, oh Lord, crack it together. Gail Bean and Rain. Gail Bean plays Wanda. Rain plays Mel. I was so happy because I tweeted the one who plays Wanda my review, and she watched it, y'all, and liked it or whatever. So I said last week how great they did, and I still think they did a great job. Anyway, so if you watch again, hey Gail, or hey Rain, or hey whoever who may be watching me. Anyway, well, cause y'all do, so it is what it is. Focus. Anyway, so what you gonna do? You got the crack? Cause what's rock? She's like, no. Well, how about we go to this game? I can't go. I got fired. Well, how about we can't go there? They didn't change the passcode, so it's all these places that were gonna get high and they can't go because Mel's crackhead. So well, we can go, you know what I'm saying, to Miss So and so, whatever, and get a hookup and do what? And do what? Well, you know what I'm saying, you can go to the front door and talk to her, whatever, and distract her, and not do the hard part. I am not helping you rob no old lady, Wanda. No, I'm not doing that. Oh, you too good to get your hands dirty? I was like, girl, it's just too funny. So you must have some stuff on. You got rock on you. No, I get off me, Wanda. Move. The last time I saw you, you were saying you beat me up. No, what you did whatever to me. Okay, that was old. Look, I'm going home to my father. Well, forget you. Oh, stuck up bitch. I said, well, oh, here we go. A crackhead at one moment will be cool with you, and the next 2 seconds later, they hate you. Anyway, we see Andre. Andre is at home, like cleaning something with a sponge or whatever, and he crying. Oh, it's so sad. My baby's a crackhead. I don't know what to do with myself. You know what I'm saying? And so we then hear Mel come. I'm like, oh, Mel came home, but I'm like, why didn't she use the front door? She climbed in through the window. Mel, oh, hey, baby. Hey, baby. Nope, it ain't Mel. It's Franklin. Franklin walk in, you know what I'm saying? Gun in hand, and it's Andre's gun. Oh, you've been looking for your gun in the wrong place this whole time. Sit down. So he sees the paperwork on the table. Andre, like, do you know these people you doing business with, Franklin? Do you know them? He like, look, put my stuff in the folder. Franklin, you know what I'm saying? I helped raise you. I know you. You a good kid, you know what I'm saying? You not gonna shoot a cop in his own house. He like, Andre, leave. You take mail, leave, and just never come back. Like, leave LA, just never come back or whatever. Just go. Take it to school, do whatever, but you just get out of here. Franklin, this man that you're trying to protect, he don't care about you, okay? Don't you know that? He like, I told you, man, if you leave, you know what I'm saying? If you leave, maybe both of us can make it out of this thing alive. You know what I'm saying? But you need to go. All right. I'll leave, okay? I'll leave tonight with Mel. You know what I'm saying? I'll take her to school. I'll get her clean. You know what I'm saying? I'll get her back on the right track. And when I'm done with that, I'm going to come back here. And it's going to be me and you, okay? We're going to, you know what I'm saying? We say we're gonna go head to head because you're not going to run me about my own city. You know what I'm saying? I put 18 years in and this and this and this, and I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to get her right, and I'm coming back for your ass, okay? Period. And I'm like, okay. Because you know what, Franklin? You're not a killer, so get the fuck out of my house. I said, oh, all right. And he said, you know what, you're right. He picked up the folder and he's walking out the house. I'm not a killer. And then he shoots Andre in the head. I said, shit. Bruh. When Franklin walked past and so smoothly, was like, wow. I was like, oh. I was so shocked. And then again, not. Because we kept saying Andre gotta go. Because he was just too nosy, and cause he wasn't gonna stop. He wasn't gonna stop, and the only option would have been it was either him or Franklin. Like I think it had gotten to that point. But people, and I think that Franklin out and saying, "No, your son, you can't kill no cop." The hell that it rained down on the black neighborhood, on the black man from that. You don't want that, son. From that to Andre saying, you ain't no killer, Franklin. And he's like, you know what? Okay. All right. And as he's walking by, boom, just pulls the trigger. I'm just like, girl. And he just, this was, oh, Lord. Because this was after he did it. I was just like, oh my. Because after he pulled the trigger, he let out a sigh. He was like, whew, as if he, one, couldn't believe he did it, but he knew he had to do it just in order to keep himself safe or keep himself out of trouble. But I'm like, bro, I was just like, I could not believe it. Okay, and he then wiped the gun off, wiped his prints off, and then put the gun in Andre's hand and put his prints on it, and then let it fall to the ground to make it look like Andre, you know what I'm saying, took himself out. I said, oh. Snowfall. Oh my God. Snowfall, Snowfall, Snowfall. I cannot wait until next week's episode. I cannot, girl. Okay. If you watch this whole thing, y'all know we do quotes and stuff and stuff at the end. So what happens we here? Okay. Use license, because it's my license that I happen to have in there. License, candle, and printer. You have to use lighter. Did I say lighter? No. License, girl. License, a candle, and a printer in some kind of sentence. And put a number in there some kind of way. And to where no one knows what you're talking about if you watch this part. Oh, God. Okay, I'm done, y'all. Peace.